Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably... He had just taken the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Manning. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. Wide open downfield. He's loose. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is that you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Offense in a bunch formation. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to pass, it's Klubnik. Grab near the sticks, it's Davidson. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Williams. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And fired the completion there in the red zone. It's set up at the 13. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quick strike complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Manning. Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Quickly complete.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, a new set of downs.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of
the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Manning. A little release to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Into the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Clemson set up with another first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the running back made the catch along the sidelines, but he drifted out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Man, and that wasn't a miss by much. And listen, as a quarterback, you don't want to miss inside. That's for sure where the danger is. But he leads him just a little bit too far out of bounds. You can tell receiver tries to throttle down, tries to get those feet in, but he couldn't.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They're going to throw it on third and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. On the move, he fires. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. You want to talk about controlling a game? This Clemson defense hasn't even allowed 150 yards.
That's insane. I mean, that is video game type numbers. That's crazy. You can't find that kind of numbers anywhere. This day and age, so much offensive firepower and speed all over the field, and this defense said, I will have none of that, and shut everything down.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. Keep this drive alive.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Powers through the defender. At the 45, on its way. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air. It's Manning. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy that can absolutely fly. Nice job closing in on him and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. With the catch, it's Henry. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Clemson trying to hold this lead and run out the clock. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Bringing the heat. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be... Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff to get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. Nope. At a return. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a good game.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
He wants to throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Gibson. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his...
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Wingo. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Manning. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quick.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The RPO, it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joe.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
And he's going to try to return this one. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Manning. He lofts one down the sideline. And he hauls it in inside the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Here's the pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Pulls and fired complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Clock's still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
RD, what a play by the safety, and then the free safety specifically. When you're playing cover 2 and you're sitting back in half the field responsibility, you got to see the formation and you got to understand the quarterback. You're watching the quarterback's eyes and reading him. He takes him right to the football. Free safety jumps the route, makes the INT.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
The Longhorns are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Got the quick pass. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2nd down coming up. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. It's Manning. The quick out. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Rushes on him. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Quick release by the QB. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Sets up the screen. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Complete to the left. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point ties the game in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Manning. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Going up top again. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. play of the drive, wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Honestly, I don't think in this situation of the game you need to be taking shots that far down the field. You need high percentage throws. You need to be able to play pitch and catch and move this ball down the field, down a possession late to put yourself in an opportunity to win.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Simpson. It's complete. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Well, they're throwing this ball to the running back out in the flat. That's essentially an extension of a sweep play, right? But the defender there to bring him down for a gain of no yards.
Flips it out on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
He wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Got his man quickly. Going for the goal line. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Obviously, that was important. Got to get the first down. Now we got to get some chunk plays, get this ball across the 50 and get in scoring position.
Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
Timeout, Alabama.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays, you got to have scripts, because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He stops him at the 31, but not before he picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final